Shall I, are you there, please? Can you share your screen?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I kind of lost my thoughts. It's okay. So, yeah, bring up your Azure again. So, yeah, we're kind of run late today. So we just want to last week Thursday we did install Linux, Windows agents and whatnot. So we have logs from security events from Windows, everything coming to our log analytics, and we can quickly check it now. We can just have a quick check. So go to your log analytics. So please, guys, you can follow the same thing. Yeah, you're there already. Yeah, so just click on your Cyber Lab. Yeah, click on it. So go to logs. Yeah, let's see what we have. So I just want to see, you can X out of this, just close this. Yeah, X down, yeah. Okay, so can you collapse this, after the run, to your left after run, to your left, just, no, sorry, yeah, to your left after run, there's a button, there's a blue button, run, yeah. After time range, go up after time range, you can see. So before time range, before time range. So after that, keep coming here, drop that. So yeah, this shows your table. So yeah, this shows your table. You can see, so to your left is all your tables. So if we have like log management table, Microsoft Sentinel, security and audit logs, and all of this. So drop down the security and audit, please. So yeah, what do we have? We have protection status. Okay, go to Microsoft Sentinel. What do we have there? Drop the table down. Okay, we have security event. Nice. Drop down the security event. Okay, so that shows that we have security event. Okay, so in your search, in the middle, no, in the middle of your, collapse this back. Where you see select scope. No, where is the select scope? Yeah, just collapse it back, so that here. So in this query, we can see that you have like security event table. So just type security event. Security event. I think it's case sensitive. Security event. Yeah, that's it there. No. So it will give you an option already. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, that's it. Just click on that. No, remove the pipe. Remove the pipe. That second pipe. Yeah, take that one out. Take the two out as well. Just delete it. Yeah, and run. Just click on run. Let's see what we have. That should be event already. Do you have your laptop open? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so you can always collapse this anyway to make it bigger. So this shows that we have event coming already in our Windows, because last on Thursday we remember we did add all of our events into workspace. Yeah, exactly. So if you drop down so this is just to run through this quickly, we can see what's going on. Like there's a time generated. That was the time the event happened. So it happened at 19:45 today. That's UK time. So you can see the account information. Account type is machine, and if you just drop it down, so we can read the content that under the time generated. Yeah, if you drop it down, yeah, we can read this information more carefully. You can see the tenants, the source system, the account information. Keep going down, please. Keep going down. This is process that they've used. Keep going down. I mean, we'll start to query it now anyway. Keep going down. Let's see if there's anything that stand out for us. So they've used the source type that they've used is it's a security event. Okay, let me write this query. 1 second. Query. Okay, 465. So go back to your to your run, like collapse all of this. Okay. Just collapse all that. Yeah. So go out to your query. So Just enter after that security event type, just enter and do pipe, yeah, where event ID, where events, we want to see all the failed login, where event ID. No, that's strange. It didn't give you. No, event, where event ID. Yeah, where the space event ID, not together. So you can see second to the table is there. Yeah, it will just give you equal. That means that's the conditions. So we're looking for 4625 event ID. So that was we want to see all the field logging. So just run it for the last 24 hours. Let's see if there's any field logging. Okay, so we have some, you can see. So we have administrator. Okay, interesting. Can you drop it down? Let's see. Yeah, so it's security event 465 account field. So yeah, somebody tried to log into you. So that check that IP address in IP void and see where the IP is coming from. So just go to IP void and see. We'll try to log into your machine. Now go to with yeah, right. That's fine. Yeah, just paste the IP address. Let's see who wants his IP. Yeah, so we're trying to do the OSINT on it. So where's this IP coming from? So it's owned by James Pippin. Which country is it? Netherlands. Okay. So you could see. So if you go back to your log, so basically what we are looking at now is that we are checking our logs, and this is what security analyst does. So what we've done before was to set this lab up ourselves, which for me it's one of the best experience because you understand how to set up yourself. But day to day will be querying these logs and checking for these anomalies. Now we can see that someone tried to log in from Netherlands, and yeah, we don't know. We don't have. Let's assume that we don't have any business with Netherlands. So this log also gives us fail reasons. You can see at the top of your IP address, Shona. At the top, you see fail reason. Can you see there's an IP address, and at the top of it there's a failure reason? Can you see? Failure reason. No, at the top of your IP address, there's an IP address, so failure reason. I don't know what percent 2313. I don't know what it means, but again, that's why we use Google. Just copy it and let's check what that means. I don't know it myself, so that will give you a bit of information as to why the authentication failed. So basically, this will start to give you a thought process of, okay, if I want to write my recommendation or if I need to escalate this ticket, assuming this is a ticket and you've worked on it, two things has happened. You have run a KQL query that tells you that there's a login failure from Netherlands, and the logs also provide fail reason, and we don't know, so we're trying to check it. So what does it mean? So you can see why is percent 2313 failure. You can see. So click on that and let's read. We all read it together and see what it means. Yeah, you can see it means that there's an unknown username or bad password. So basically, the person, whoever that is trying to log into our account has either tried a known or unknown username because the server doesn't recognize the username, or the person has used a bad password. So from these now, from the information that we've gathered now, because what all you are doing as a SOC analyst level 1, all you are doing is just gathering that information to say, okay, I've logged on to my log analytics this morning, I've queried, I can see that there's a login from Netherlands, and I can see that the authentication failed because of unknown username or password or bad password. So these are the things that you're going to put in your incident response playbook or um, book, as we normally call it, and that will get escalated to a second level person, which will now deep dive into it. So this is just one log that we've looked now, just one log. We can see so 4625 means failed. There's another event ID for 4624. So we can check that as well. Shola, let's look for 4624. So that is, we want to check all the login that are successful. So all you just have to do is just remove the 5 and put 4 and just run it again. And just run. And again, you can customize your time range. We are looking at the last 24 hours. So if you want to, for example, let's say something happened about 7 days ago, maybe there's an event ID that, oh, somehow we got a threat intel. So there's a particular event ID, maybe 31 whatever. It's malicious event ID, and we want to check our environment. This is a query that we will use to check for that particular event in our environment. So now we start to query our own environment to check for any suspicious activity. So 4625, that is for failed logins. 4624, that's for successful logins. So yes, you also want to check. You want to know, the application that are successful in your environment. So if you drop down the first one, Shala, the time generated, no, under time generated, yeah, that one. No, time generated, yeah, the first one, yeah, just drop it down. Yeah, then we can read a bit of information. You can see the tenant, the source, operation, the account. There's a lot of useful information that you can get from here. So it gives you the event ID as well. It says activities, under activity, it says account was successful. So there's no IP address, there's no any port number, no information. Keep going. Okay, so we don't have any information. User ID is this. Keep going. Let's see if there's any useful information that we can use to check who has logged in. It says virtual account. Okay, we don't really have much information here. There's not much information yet. So check the second one. Okay, account type. So account type is machine. So account, what do I say? So event ID 4624. Keep going. Okay, wait. Again, this elevated token or impersonation level. So those information, you can also check them. Maybe you can give you a bit of a clue. So in security, we use Google a lot as well. So nobody knows everything. So you are checking for a particular event ID, and if you see any strings that you're not sure of what, just put in Google and check it in Google. Say, what does this mean? It will always give you a bit of clearer information to say, okay, what does it mean exactly? Just put that information there, and someone has probably seen that before, and you can then see, okay, what it means. So 1833. Did you find anything? Maybe it might be under successful logins. If you read about successful login, there might be that information about it. So no, under. So because we are looking at successful login, right? So if you look at any article on successful login, it might explain what that thing means. So if you click on this Microsoft Learn 4624 and just read, just glance through it, that might give you a bit of clue of what that thing means. So, because it's always good to have information in your ticket before you escalate it, so that your ticket is it's well articulated. If you don't see what you are looking for, you can just copy that event ID alone. That without copy that, I'm sure that there's going to be an information. Someone must have seen this before, and someone must have pasted it. So this is the code. This is 4624. But if I were you, I'll go back to the log. and just copy just percent 1/8, no, percent 1/8, either one. I'll just copy that. I'll just copy that and just put it in Google and see what comes out. So, I'll see what information I can see or I can get from it. So just paste that alone in Google and just enter until you find anything. Keep going down. Okay, if you don't find, okay, wait, yeah, there's something you can see. This, you can read event logs. So there's a blog. They probably explain what it means. So just as here, you can decline if you want. So what does it mean? They probably explain a bit of information about it. So you can read that, and it will give you an idea of what is it that they are, what that thing means. Keep going. I'm sure there's somewhere they can discuss about it. Okay, they didn't put it there. I'm sure it means something. I don't know what it means myself. So I thought I saw an article here that explains it. Wait. Okay, it didn't explain it. Yeah, go back. But anyways, we know that it was a successful login. We're just trying to probe, if you can't find it, that's fine. But at least you know that there was a successful login and there was no IP address. So there's two possibilities. Looking at this, it looks like this is just you logging into your machine. That's why there's no any source IP, because if it's an external person, there's going to be a source IP. So in this is type of the event that we call, false positive. As if anybody has heard that terminology before, it means that the event that is not security risk. So there's no risk here because there was a successful login. We were not able to see any source IP. We're not able to see any communication back to any IP from within our own network. So to me, this looks like a successful login. Because like I said, anything that happens, anything that you do on your machine is going to get logged. So if you sign in, yes, you will still get logged. If you maybe put in a 2 or 3 wrong password, it will still get logged. So I think that's what has happened in this case. So we're going to get deep dive more into KQL. Or this is just a basic of KQL, introduction to KQL. And I've said you can, if you just go to Google and just type KQL, queries, just KQL, you will see tons of material. You can even see cheat sheet, right? So that gives you, click on the cheat sheets. Yeah. And anyhow, there are thousands of materials. You can say there's KQL cheat sheet. So if anyone can come there and just get it, and I still use Google as well. Even I've been doing Sentinel for more than 3-4 years. I still use Google as well because I don't know everything. So if you click on KQL cheat sheets, just click on that, shall I?
This one.
KQL, yeah, anyone, doesn't matter, either the first one, second one. If you scroll down, you can see this kind of explains. Keep coming down. Yeah, this explains some things that you can use. We're using pipe. You can see this, that slash, that's pipe. You kind of go more into the cake, the and the whole equal to, and all the operations that you can possibly use. Keep going down. So I expect people to start diving deep into it by themselves as well, and start to go to their logs, analytics, and start to query based on what they've studied here. I will not possibly show all the queries. It's not possible. But this was the one we're doing now, Shala. Where event IDs, these. You can even do hand. You can see. So you can do logic operations as well. So if you are doing hand, that means those two conditions has to be right. So for example, in this generic one, they wanted to see where event ID is 4624. That's failed logins, and login type is equal 3. So They want to see all kind of, there's tons of things you can do, summarize by, maybe if you just want to see the account information and the computer name, you can do it. You can, it's there. You can be in your office and just take this and put it in one place and just be using it. That's what everybody does. But in interview, they expect you to understand the basis of it, to understand how does KQL work. They can even tell you that, can you tell me one command or two commands that you've used, which is what we've just shown, and you can read more about it. That's all. Like, you can read more about it. You can turn it. There are thousands of materials on it that you can use to improve your knowledge and learn more about KQL. So that's that one. Let's go back to your log analytics space. I'll keep mute for a while and ask if anybody has got questions to where we are so far. Any questions from anyone? Any questions from anyone?
James, I have a question.
Okay.
Are you happy to do a quick recap, just to articulate properly what we've done here, what exactly we are, what data logs we are querying?
Okay. So what we've done, last on Thursday, we sent our logs from Windows Security Logs to Log Analytics Workspace. And Log Analytics Workspace, like I said, is just a database where logs are stored. So basically, as a security analyst, our day-to-day is to do monitoring of security events. So in our office, if they use either Azure Sentinel or Splunk or whatever SIM they use, like I said, it does not matter what SIM they're using. But what matters is the thought process of an analyst of what we are doing. So what we've done now is to go to our workspace. We went into log and we query our security event table. That is where our security logs are stored. Like I said, they are table for everything. They are in organization. They have table for their firewall logs. They have table for their database logs. They have table for their maybe AWS. All kind of logs that is important to them. So, but we are just small organizations, so we have like few logs, right? So now what we are doing is to query our security event table. So what Shala did was to go to the table just in your workspace, go to log and type security events. That is the table that we want to query from. So if you just run that table, it will tell you the list of everything that has happened in that table. And we did about time range as well. We choose the last 24 hours. So we wanted to see what happened the last 24 hours. We can customize it. For example, James, Shala, if you click on time range, you can customize it. Let's say you want to look the last 7 days. You can check the last 7 days and run it. It will tell you if there's any event the last 7 days. It will tell you. It will show you. If you want to customize it, like let's say in an organization they have like logs that go back to like 3 months, you can actually customize it. Go to customize and choose a date, specific date. Let's say you want to go back like August, July, you can do it. But of course, we don't have logs. We don't have. So if you go to August, July, you probably will not see anything because we don't have any log that period. But this is what you can do with Sentinel. You can make it your own. You can customize. Then another thing that you can also save this query. So when you've written your own query, you can save it and you can reuse it later. You can see save query, then you can come back to it. So basically, what we are trying to do is to look for all the successful logging in our environment. So event ID is what we use. So there's 4625, there's 4624. We can just check it in Google as well. So 4624 means successful login. 4625 means failed logins. So shall I, if you take that 4 out, please, and put 5 and just run it. So that gives us all the last 7 days, let's say. Yeah, it gives us all the failed one, right? So yeah, this is all the failed ones. So we can see time that the event happened under the time generated. The time is in UTC. We can see the account information. We can see the user type. We can see the computer. Shall I, if you go like far, keep going like right, keep going right, keep going right. You can see a lot of information, the events source information, the task ID. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, you can see the event ID as well. You can see the activities that happened. So tons of information. You can even see the failure reason. You can see the IP address that they've used as well. So you can see those information here straight away. But if you don't want to keep going like this, then you can write further query. You can say, I can even do additional pipe, and maybe you just want to see, you just want to summarize it by maybe IP address and the yeah, you can do another pipe, Shala, another pipe, and do pipe, then summarize by just summarize by, yeah, summarize. You don't even have to finish writing it. It'll give you by, maybe by, yeah, you can say maybe IP address. So if you type something and it doesn't work, then that means that command is not right. Then it will give you an idea. So if you run it, then it will give you by IP address alone. You can see, so you can do thousands. That's why I said people should go and read about it more. I cannot possibly tell us everything we can do with Cakewalk. If I say I can do that, I'll be lying. But what I can say is that people should go and read about it. And whatever you read, come and try it. You have the environment now, and you can try whatever you want to try. So what we've done, again, to articulate it very well, is to query the logs that we send into Log Analytic Workspace. And these are the terminology that interviewers are going to be asking. They will ask you, what do you know by Log Analytics? What is Sentinel? What is KQL? All this kind of information. And they can even say, oh, okay, oh, someone has told you that there's a successful login, and that is a compromise. If you're a security analyst, how would you investigate? So I would expect people to say, okay, I'll go to the security event table, then I will run query like where event ID is 4625, or then I can summarize it by count or by IP address and whatever, and that will give me that information. So now you can see, just straight by looking at this now, I can see that we have about different IP address that has tried to connect. So from here, I can dig deep. I can copy the IP address and go and do open source threat intel on them, and I can do things, thousands of things. So this is we analyzing security events. So Pat, I don't know if I've kind of clarified
Yeah.
your.
Thank you. Fantastic. Yeah. So I just thought it was necessary so that we all are on the same page and have a good understanding of what is going on here.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. I hope people are doing what Shala is doing. Can everybody say they are here, they're following it, apart from Debola and James that have issues, but I believe other people are following this. Can we confirm that we are following it? And if there's any issue, please can you shout now? If there's anything, if the command is not working or something, let us know. Anyone having any issues? Anybody having any issues?
No, I'm not.
Fortune, your query is working fine, right? You are seeing all of this, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, okay, brilliant. Tessie, what about you? Is everything working fine? Oh, is Tessie not yet there? No, 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 we had that. Tessie, is everything okay? I'm sure it's fine. So, Shala, we can try and research each of your IP addresses that we've seen and see which one is malicious and which one is. So, yeah, you can copy that one and go to IP void, and yeah, let's see. So this is from which country is this one coming from? It says it's EU. Yeah, but there should be EU is not a country.
Yeah.
It should-
Bahamas.
Okay, no, this is where it's
The
registered. So
organization. Yeah.
yeah, so no, we should be able to find it. Go to Cisco Talo. Cisco Talo. Just type Cisco Talo. Cisco Talo. Talo. Yeah. So yeah, the first one. No, the first one. The first one. The first one. Yeah, it's fine. You can use this one as well. Just paste the IP address. So there's so many open source threads in Intel that we can use. IPvoid is one of the favorites. VirusTotal. Why this is processing? Let's go and check VirusTotal as well. So it says the IP is in Monaco. You can see, so it gives us very good information. It says it's got a good reputation. No, sender IP reputation, but it says web reputation untrusted. So that gives us the information that we need already. So, and you are not using just one threat intel tool. You can use 2, 3 just to compare and see what they are all saying. So Cisco Talo says for the web reputation is untrusted. So let's go and check IP VirusTotal and let's see what that one says. So go to URL and search, no URL, search. Yeah, and paste the IP address, please. And let's see what we get from you. So you can use like different one. You can see. Can you see it? Can everyone see it? So because the reason why we need to use many tools. So yeah, so that's why we need to use different tools. You can say, so this is so that means what Cisco Talo saw and this one is correct. So from these now we can conclude that this IP is bad. So as a security analyst, what you've done, you've analyzed the event, you've worked out that this IP address is bad. You've used different tool sources. You use Cisco Talo, you use VirusTotal, and you can see that threat intel community has deemed this as being malware and phishing. So definitely this is really bad. So after you've done your analysis, the last bit that you're going to write in your ticket is recommendations. And I want to ask everyone, what would be our recommendation for this event that we've analyzed and we've seen? So what's going to be our recommendation to our level 2 guys? To say, I've done this, I have done this, and this is what I've done. And what's going to be your recommendation? Can anyone tell me what's going to be a recommendation?
Probably place it on a watch list.
Yes, we can do that, but we can add it to a watch list, but at the same time we can block it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can say we are recommending this IP address to be blocked because of all the analysis that we've done. So you are going to list your analysis in your incident report.
Yeah,
All
especially
of the things that you've done, how you've done your KQL, how you've done your threat intel, you can even take a screenshot. You just, the more information the better. Take a screenshot. So it's not that you're just saying it in writing, but you are showing evidence as well, because you're going to be using like Jira, ServiceNow ticket. So you can put all of this information there and say, escalate it to, let's say I'm level 1, Fortune is level 2. So because before you escalate your ticket to level 2, you want to give as much information as possible so that when the person sees it, they understand exactly what they need to do. And that's what we've done. We've analyzed everything now. We are confident that this IP is bad. So the next recommendation will be check it. Another thing that we can also do, we can tell the threat hunting team to say we are recommending that there should be a threat hunting carried out within the environment, because it's possible that this IP is also communicating to other users within the business. We don't know, but the threat hunting team will be able to know that. We are not threat hunting team, we're just SOC. So we are just telling them that we are recommending that the threat hunting team should also carry a further analysis on this IP. Perhaps there are other internal hosts communicating to this particular IP. And that will have been you done a perfect job. That's it. That's end to end. If you what we've done tonight, I can use it as an interview story. I don't know if anybody's getting it. Like, this is just literally an interview story. You will not tell them in an interview that you did it in your lab. No, you don't have to. You just explain your story and everything that you did and how you get it handed over to the next level guy. And that's you done. So any questions from anyone?
yes, James.
Fortune, right?
Yes, Fortune.
Okay, great.
So the reports that would be made, obviously it's kind of like maybe depending on what tool is being used in the firm. Say for instance, it's maybe Jira. Is there a format, or is there like a specific format that we need to use, or it just depends on how the company does their reporting, or do we need to have like a template that we can use and things like that?
Yeah, there's no template. So there's no like, every organization will have different templates. But usually the standard template, Chela, if you go back to your log, please. Thank you. So the name of the log, we're looking for successful login, right? So that can be the name of your log, like you can have like incident name. The incident name will be successful logins. That will be incident name, right? Then the second one will be analysis, which is what you've done. Explaining how like I said, it's a story, right? You would explain it. You don't even have to, you just put bullet points, say analyze the security event using KQL. The event ID 4624 was used. Then the next line, I copy the source IP in the log. I pasted it onto VirusTotal, Threat Intel platform, and Cisco Talo, and it was the IP was deemed as being malicious and malware, whatever, from Threat Intel platform. And recommendation, security team it's recommending that this IP should be blocked. Then you will now, that is just it doesn't have to be, it's no big deal, it's just, that's it. Then in the there's a place where you can then add like a document. Then you can then go to your threat intel platform, like take a screenshot of those information that you got from VirusTotal and everything, and put it there. So for additional information, or you can some like Jira or some other document, some other DevOps tools can even allow you to put a link. So you can, if you guys use like SharePoint, you can have it in your SharePoint and put a link to the SharePoint. There's no, it's not like rocket science. It just depends on how people. It's not like there's no like fixed way of doing it. Organizations are different from organizations, but what you need to know is the concept, which is well, okay, you have your incident name, you have your analysis, then you have your recommendation. Those three will always be applicable anyway, because you need to explain what you did, which is the analysis part.
Okay.
Then the next part is going to be the recommendation. So there will always be recommendation from security team, to whoever that's going to action it. Because usually I started from SOC level 1, and as a SOC level 1, you don't action anything.
Okay.
You only recommend. So it's a level 2 that would action it. So then when they now start to see how passionate you are, you're very keen, then they will, like I said, this thing is just individual personality. There's so many things in it. When I started as a level 1 back then, after like 6 months, I was doing level 2 job. Again, how? Because I was proactive. I wasn't just saying I'm a level 1, I just stayed there. No, I was speaking to those guys during my lunch break. I would go to them. Then at the time there was no work from home. You have to be in the office. So I will go to them. I will start to, can you guys see me? Can you guys show me what you are doing? Let me see. Then after a while, because we do 4 days on, 4 days off, during my 4 days off, I will come one day in the office and start to learn what they are doing. Some people will say, you know what, I just want to do my own thing and I don't want. It all depends, I'm not going. It depends on individual personality. For me, I'm very open person. I kind of, some people are kind of laid back and they just want to do their own thing. It all depends. But if you have a very open mind in this career, you go really far, because you will always start from somewhere. But that does not mean that you should stay where you are. You can always evolve, move, and depends on so many things. The further studies, trying to learn more, and in 6 months there might even be an opening for a level 2 in your organization, and just apply. And they'll interview for you. If they know that, oh, this guy knows what he's doing, from there you go to level 2. From there you go to level 3, and who knows where the career is going to lead you to. It's up to us, really. It's up to us how we want to take it.
Thank you very much.
We can do no worries. We can do the same the next IP2 as well, Shola. So yeah, we can just VirusTotal, Cisco Talo, I use that IP geolocation. I use them a lot. So you can just use like 3 just to compare, so that you're not just using one. This is from Russia, so I can see it again. So go and check Cisco Talo. What does Cisco Talo says about it? Cisco Talo. I think you have it open, right? Yeah, no, you have it open. You can run it on here as well, then run it on Cisco Talo and let them run simultaneously. Go to Cisco Talo as well, run it there. While you are waiting for the report of this. Okay, so
Sorry, how do I get this dashboard? My Zoom dashboard is always covering my tabs.
Your Zoom.
Yes, that's why.
I think you can move it. I believe so. I think so, right? Can't you move it? I think so. Or otherwise, just open another tab.
Thank you.
Just open another tab.
Yeah.
You find it. So just paste it there. So one source says it's malicious. Let's see what Tyler says. Let's see what Talo says. Talo says sender IP reputation is poor and the web reputation is unknown. I want people to really think in this one, what do you think we can do? Because it's not everything that people will tell us. Now we've seen from two sources that one says just one. Oh, shall I? If you go back to the virus total, please. Virus total. Just one intel says it's malicious. Just CrowdSec says it's malicious. The rest of the threat intel community says it's clean. I doubt it, but at least one says it's malicious. That's like red flag. Then when we go back to the Cisco Talo says the sender IP reputation is poor, really poor. So that's something. Then the web reputation is unknown. So if you look at the spam level as well, it says critical, like it's really high, critical. So in this concept, as a security analyst, what is going to be your recommendation? Can anybody just think and say, okay, because you have like evidence. Again, I've said this many times. This job is like you're like a police, right? There's an evidence of a crime, in your hands like this, and they've told you to make a decision based on the data that you have. So this is the data now. We've been provided with the data.
Yeah.
What are you going to?
Oh, sorry.
No, go on, Fortune,
Yeah,
please.
I would personally recommend that it be blocked, because at least one of the threat intel is saying that it is malicious, and then we have a report saying the sender IP reputation is quite poor. So I would recommend that it be blocked, just to avoid any unnecessary incident.
Brilliant. Thank you. Anyone, any thought from anybody apart from Fortune? Thank you, Fortune. Anyone else? Anybody wants to say anything? Anybody? Shola, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, just like Fortune has said, I recommend it be blocked as well. Because it's just we won't say because it's just one distinct from one of the threat intel, open source threat intel. We won't neglect that and feel it's safe. We still have to report it regardless.
Yeah, brilliant. I agree. Anyone else? Any thought from anybody? And does anybody disagree with Shola and Fortune and wants to do something different? Anybody want to?
I just want to add,
Okay.
Based on the evidence on the reputation details and location, I would agree with recommending that particular IP is blocked.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. But there's one thing I was expecting. Yeah, that was correct recommendation. But there was also one thing we can also add this into, because it's not quite clear that it's actually malicious. It's just one, but it looks like this IP, from what Pat said, because of the location, it's not pure. In Nigerian language, they will say his ways is not pure. So his ways kind of not pure. So what I would do, after recommending that this should be blocked, then I would say we should add this IP into a watch list so that we can see as it progresses. So that we can so because in watch list you can see, because today if just one threat intel that says it's malicious, in the next 2-3 days you don't know, maybe this IP will have done more damage stuff. So I would recommend that it should be blocked. Then I also say let's add it to a watch list so that we can see how this IP address progresses. Oh yeah, well done everyone.
Okay, one question please.
Yeah.
Placing it on the watch list.
Yeah.
To see how it progresses, is it you getting info back that maybe more companies, more security companies have reported it, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what watch list does for you. And watch list is just again from the name watch. So you are putting what you are not 100% sure. I'm not so sure. Let me just watch this guy. Let me, it's just like surveillance. You're just, you're not so sure, but you don't really trust, you don't trust someone like 100%. But at the same time, you don't have like a concrete evidence against this person. But it's okay. Let me just watch him or let me just watch her and see, so that I can really know his or her true color. That's what watch list does for you. You put things in watch list, and if you want, I mean, we created a watch list already. Right? We added those geo IP logs there. What we're still going to do, possibly next Thursday when we meet, we'll now start to create a detection rule. So we'll be getting alerts in our email when something happens. So we're going to create an automation from Sentinel so that if there's an alert, if there's a condition that is met, an alert is going to be sent to our email and we'll get an email saying there's a malicious IP, investigate. So you have to log on to your log analytics and start to query. Please, guys, I cannot overemphasize it. Please, everybody, go and read more on KQL. There's nothing I can do in KQL that you guys cannot do. It's no rocket science. You just copy and paste command. That's it. It's not something that is hard. It's nothing. We have the environment up and running now. Please, let's go and start to check KQL. And again, understand that anything that you want to query, you have to be in the right table. So what we did today, we were looking at security event table. So we are still going to look at syslog table and all of other tables. So if you are just querying and there's no table, you're going to get an error. So imagine you have a spreadsheet and there's no data in your spreadsheet. Can you query anything? No. So, if you are not in the right table, your query might not work. So always ensure that the first question is, where do I want to query from? If you want to query anything about security, events, logins, authentication failure, and everything like that, we're going to do it in security event table. That is where we're going to do it from, security event table. So, and that's what we've seen tonight. Oh, sorry, somebody sent a message. Who is that? Oh, okay. So yeah, I think we can really stop tonight so that it's not too much. Because we spent time with Adebola, so we could. I was going to let us ingest Linux as well and start creating, but we'll get to do that on Thursday. By God's grace. Please, between now and Thursday, can I beg people to read more on KQL? Just go to Google, just type KQL. Microsoft has tons, if not, I can't even, how many, even some other people have put materials there on KQL that we can go and check it out, read about it, read all the operations, the and, the or, the equal to, all the things that you can do with KQL. You can go really, really, really granular. You can go very, very, very granular with your KQL skills. And it's one of the skills that is really important. And the thing about KQL is that the more you do it, the more it sticks. If you don't do it, you will not remember it. So you have to do it. It's hands-on. That's why they call it hands-on. The more you are doing it, and the good thing is that you don't even have to cram those tables and those queries because you have them online. But if you now do it like every day, you just become second nature and you don't have to copy it again. You just remember it, and that's what I want us to get to.